out of Cleveland, Tennessee, I give you the Normal Dudes Podcast.
Today we got a dude whose name I'm not making up on the podcast. It sounds made up. Like if you just hear his name, most people go, that's not a real guy. But it really is, bro.
So I got my nickname,
This dude's name is Joe Smith. Everybody welcome Joe to the show.
It's actually how I got my nickname, man. So my second fight, the announcer came back and was like, hey, dude. He's like, I just want to let you know, I've announced this guy. I've announced this guy. Yeah. I've never announced a Joe Smith. And I was getting my hand wraps. And I was like, dude, I'm on like the credit card, the fake credit card they send in the mail.
Yes, I know, dude.
Like, come on, man.
Exactly right, dude.
The most common name. And then, because he was asked if I had a nickname. And then my guy was wrapping my hands was like, man, that's the real Joe Smith. And I was like, just call me that, dude. The real Joe Smith. There's my nickname.
I like it.
And it stuck, dude. Yeah.
That's awesome,
nice.
dude.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. Yeah. The real Joe Smith.
Yeah. And then I went home and I was like, I'm going to make a YouTube channel, dude. Like the real Joe Smith.
I was trying to think of another one for you. And all I could come up with was Joe, not the hoe Smith.
Joe, not the hoe. Yeah, no, I'm not a hoe.
No.
No bitch.
So let's talk about the fight with Logan.
Get it, man.
Let's go ahead and get into that.
So let's talk some backstory for all that.
Yeah.
Worst training camp I ever had. I hurt my hip, I hurt my knee, and I was the last two and a half weeks I was sick. I fought Logan sick.
Oh, God.
I'm still not getting over it.
Really?
Like whatever I've had, it will not go away.
Dang it, that sucks.
Yeah.
I think I had the same thing.
It was, so my coach went to like Europe and then went to Africa, and he brought back some kind of disease that won't go away.
Some new stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's like
fun
COVID
times right there.
25.
Yeah, I got like COVID 25, dude, for real, man. Yeah, so I fought him sick, dude. So I don't think dude punches like a fucking truck.
Yeah.
But I don't think I could take a punch as well as I could when I wasn't sick, man. So.
Well, you took it pretty well.
Yeah.
Felt like.
Yeah. I mean, you got hit. It looked like hard.
Yeah. I watched the fight about 4 times.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it looked like hard there while we were there.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it like
the
on
first time
TV.
he dropped me with like a short uppercut, and that dropped me down. Then like I got back up, and he hit me with like
Quick.
a hook, and I fell back down.
Quick.
Yeah. Quick every damn time, bro. I'm like, God dang, dude.
The first thing I remember that fight, it was like fight, and then I was on my ass, and I was like, oh shit, dude, like you're in a fight, like you got to go. That's what I remember telling myself, like you got to go, and I got up and went, man.
That's wild.
Yeah, dude.
Because I told everybody, I've had several of the other fighters on from that card, and me and Trey talked about it, and y'all were definitely my favorite fight of the night.
It was entertaining.
Yeah.
And it was because, bro, I've never seen somebody get knocked down like that and come back.
Yeah.
So it's what goes through your head when your ass hits the mat.
That's what it was. Oh shit, you're in a fight. You got to go. Literally, that's what I remember telling myself. That's what I thought.
So my speculation was like you've been hit a lot in your life.
Yeah.
So
Okay, that was another thing.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I've been punched a lot, dude. Nah, I don't think I've ever I've been hit hard, but I've never been knocked down in a sparring match or anything. That's the first time I've ever been knocked down. So you don't know how you're gonna act until it happens.
yeah.
So Logan actually does hit hard then.
He is fucking hard, dude. And he goes so like, no, he's just like a truck, dude. I remember like reading some of his Facebook posts, him and Tyler, and they're like all gas, no brake. And I was like, all right, this dude's gonna come at me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew so he fought one of my teammates.
Yeah.
So I knew like my cardio was way better. Like,
Yeah.
so I was like, I just gotta weather the storm. And like, he's gonna gas out.
So you knew that.
Yeah.
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 So like, I got pretty good cardio, man. Like we run a lot.
Yeah.
Like we do conditioning. Like before we train MMA, we do conditioning, and my coach is like a drill sergeant.
On
Yeah,
conditioning.
like big time, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a huge part of it.
What's your gym you fight out of right now?
All right, so I was Team Octopus in Cartersville, but we shut down, and now we merged with a boxing gym called Pulso. Mm-hmm. So that's where I train at now. Okay. But it's all the same people. We just moved locations.
I got you. Basically.
So we're kind of like, in between right now. It's only been 2 weeks. It's interesting. It's interesting. The lady that owns the gym she wants everything her way. She's like a little Spanish chick, and she's got like she wants her things her way.
Yeah.
That's it. She's nice though, man.
Well, I mean, most people are nice. They just want stuff their way. Everybody seems to want this stuff their way. That's what it seems like. So how old are you?
37 years old.
37 years
I've been
old.
training jiu-jitsu. It's almost 5 years now. And MMA almost 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why'd you start doing it so late?
So I trained jiu-jitsu when I was like 19. Then I stopped for some reasons. And then I got real fat, dude. And like, I used to drink a lot. So I stopped drinking. I was taking pills and I stopped all that. And then I got like 215. And I was like, you know what? So I went home. Like I went to the doctor.
You just called me real fat. Right?
Well, I was fat. Like you're thick, man.
Yeah, it was different.
Thick, dude. So I went home, dude, and I went to the doctor, weighed 215, and I was like, I'm done being fat, man.
Yeah.
So I went home, I started doing push-ups, and then I started doing jiu-jitsu again. And I didn't know that you could compete at 30-something years old.
Yeah.
You thought you were just getting in shape.
Wanted to
It's
get in
fun.
shape. Yeah, and I went in there, and they're like talking about you have master divisions for older people and this and that. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
So that's what started, man.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
I just love to
man.
compete, honestly. Love-hate relationship with competing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's very rewarding after the fact, but it's very stressful in the moment of the build-up. You know, and MMA is probably 10 times that of jiu-jitsu.
Sure. Absolutely. You can get hit in that.
I don't know if it's getting the hit. I don't know if it's... Because, the only time I've ever been hurt, like had to take time off is because of jiu-jitsu. Like, I herniated a disc in my back competing in jiu-jitsu. I hurt my neck competing in jiu-jitsu. But MMA, I haven't got, not yet, like... But I haven't got like hurt,
Yeah.
Like somewhere I had to take some time off.
Yeah.
So it's weird that you would think that you're getting in a cage, you're going to get hurt, but jiu-jitsu, I don't know, man. Grappling's tough.
Grappling's tough, dude. We went and did training. I don't know how many of the episodes that you've watched.
No,
I'm sure
I've watched a
everybody's.
bunch of y'all's now. Yeah.
I'm sure everybody's getting tired of
I
hearing
feel like I know
it,
y'all just because watching y'all stuff. So.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. But we ended up going, and I went to the jiu-jitsu training and almost died.
Yeah, he told me stories, but he was like, dude, I could not breathe.
I could not breathe.
Especially because you're going to go 100%. Like, I don't care what you tell a guy. You like, hey, man, it's your first day training. Like, just don't go 100%. Like, how hard you go. The other guy's going to go hard.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, yeah. And they go in there and try to kill somebody.
I wasn't trying to do that. The coach.
Yeah, Billy.
No,
it was Chat.
Chat, okay.
Chat came over there. He's like, let me show you something. I was like, oh, no.
Is Chat a black belt in jiu-jitsu?
I have no idea.
Were y'all doing no-gi or y'all doing...
No,
Just
yeah,
no
I
gi?
was just wearing this.
no-gi, yeah. Did they do gi at Billy's spot?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, do you know if he has a black belt in jiu-jitsu? I know he's a wrestler.
Billy's background is wrestling. I
Yeah.
don't know if he's got anything in jiu-jitsu or not, but Logan's background was wrestling.
Yeah.
But a lot of people at that gym, their background is wrestling.
Yeah.
But I guess Billy's a pretty proficient striker as well.
Yeah, wrestler and striker. Yeah, he's a big dude, man.
God bless.
Yeah,
Yeah, he'll be in the fights. He's like, if any of these any of y'all people come in here and get in this cage and act crazy, they're dealing with me. I'm like, y'all better chill the fuck out, dude.
Him and Warren Thompson too, bro.
Oh, dude, he's so nice, man. Warren Thompson's
He's a nice dude.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
He's so big and badass,
Yeah.
man. He's like the nicest fucking dude you talk to.
Yeah.
Unless you spar him, what I've heard.
Yeah,
That's what
I've heard
I've
stories
heard,
about it
too.
too. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
intense.
I've
Just
heard
read some of
stories
his
that it was
posts, and
intense.
he's like, if you come to my gym, y'all get ready to fight to the death. Just said some crazy shit. And I'm like, I ain't going over there, man. I'm 5'7", dude.
5'7".
I don't want that.
Yeah, dude.
I know my role where I'm at.
Yeah. What's your walk around weight?
I'm 170 right now, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you cut to 145.
Yeah. I started dieting down. And I used before I cut weight this time, that morning I woke up, I think I was 151 when I woke up, and I cut to 46.5 or something like that.
Yeah.
The worst weight cut, dude. They did not want to let water go.
Yeah.
Usually I can let 3 or 4 pounds of water go like that.
Well,
no problem.
You're
This
getting
time,
37, bro.
well, I was sick.
Oh, yeah.
I
that
think
too.
it was because I
Yeah.
was sick, dude.
Yeah.
It was just horrible, man. I remember going to the hot bath. I don't know if y'all have done a hot bath to cut any kind of weight.
Mm-mm.
You get as hot as you can get, you can stand
I got my
it.
sauna in there that I sit it.
Yeah.
Sit in from time to time.
Is like luxury compared to the hot bath.
Yeah.
So you get as hot as you can stand it. You put Emmett salt in it, and you lay in there as long as you can stand it.
And it's just drawing.
And it's horrible. But you'll
dehydrating
lose
yourself.
pretty few pounds pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not this time, man.
You that's what you were doing to cut?
Yeah, so I do hot bath, and then I have a sauna bag now. So I watched Israel Adesanya,
Yep.
his weight cut routine, and they would get in the hot bath, get your body temperature up to 101, and then lay in the sauna bag because the sauna bag keeps your body temperature up to 101 and you just sweat.
Yeah, I bet that's intense.
So the sauna bag is nice compared to the hot
body
bag.
temperature up to 101.
Yeah, you get up to 101, so you get the thermometer, and once you hit 101, your body will start sweating, and then you get in that sauna bag.
Shit.
And it's not fun, dude.
Yeah.
It's not
Does
fun.
not sound fun.
It's not fucking fun.
Do you have like a person that goes to that with you? That's been
No, it's just myself.
Just you figure
like
it out
I've
yourself.
done, like my wife is there and she'll help me.
Just talk to you.
We'll just like get like if I need a towel or like help me zip up my sauna bag. And like bring my phone to me.
Yeah, can I look at my phone? While
Yeah,
doing
because
it?
you have to do something. Yeah. And
You
like
ever dropped it on your face?
Yeah. Nah, she's like my wife's cool, man. She's supportive, dude.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Nah, she's.
I was gonna ask you if you were married.
I'm married, kids. Yeah, 2 kids. My daughter is 14. She's a competitive cheerleader. Done that.
Oh, God bless.
Bro. I don't know if y'all know anything about that. Just
Nah,
saying that,
mine are
and-
6 and 7, so
Yeah,
I
got
mean,
8 girls,
I don't
so-
have any girls, and none of my boys did cheerleading, but
Thank God. Thank God.
well, yeah, kinda.
I mean, it's okay.
They didn't do it, but I have cousins who did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just talking to my cousins who had to experience it, I know it's pretty tough.
Yeah, it's a time suck, man. Mm. Yeah. So
It's almost like as bad as like girls softball or something.
yeah. I don't know. I've never done that.
My sister was a softball player.
Yeah.
She traveled all over the country playing softball.
Yeah. Just a time suck, dude.
Yeah. God, it
Time
sucks.
suck. Well, cheerleading, man, you like go there and you sit for 4 hours and then they compete for 2 minutes and you sit another 2 hours.
It's like wrestling.
Yeah.
Going to a wrestling
At least wrestling's
tournament.
cool, dude.
Wrestling is cool.
I mean,
Wrestling was cool.
yeah, at least
That's
wrestling's
what my kids did. Was the time suck was
Yeah.
wrestling, bro. We go over there. You're like, all right, buddy, get out there and go wrestle, and you're just sitting there, 8 hours.
yeah, dude, that'd be so rough.
Yeah,
and then they lose too, and you go home and you're like,
good job, buddy.
it was fun.
They lose.
They lose too, right in the row, bro. You're like,
So
well,
they make them meet like 2 hours in advance? Is that the same kind of thing like cheerleading? Like,
They just all got to be there at the same time, no matter what.
All of
Your
them, yeah.
matches, whenever it is.
yeah,
yeah.
that's the way wrestling goes. You show up, and you're just, they might have 3 mats going.
Yeah.
But after, they may start at, this was middle school wrestling, so they may start at 72
Yeah.
and work their way up.
And once you compete, can you leave? Or do you guys stay there for the team?
So it depends on if it's a team or a duel or individual, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So if your kid is at 72, they're going to wrestle the first matches all the way up to heavyweight. Mm-hmm. And then they're going to start back at 72
Yeah.
and wrestle back through. So even if your kid is at 72 pounds, which mine was not, and they wrestle the first time and they get through all of those the first round is long.
Yeah.
And so you're there 4 hours just from that.
Yeah, that sucks.
And then if your kid is the 72 pounder that wrestles next, he's the first one that wrestled and he's the next one to wrestle. And you sat there for 4 or 6 hours.
Yeah, it sounds like cheerleading. Sounds like it sucks.
And you're on bleachers.
Yeah.
Most of the time, metal bleachers for wrestling.
Yeah. Like, bring my own chair, man. Something. I seen somebody at cheerleading. They had they brought a couch, like a deflatable couch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. So
Like,
they
we're
living
over
it
here
up.
all day, man. Let's get comfortable, boys.
Yeah.
Bunch of women, but whatever.
Yeah.
Bunch
And
of
I try to
girls.
be like actually I don't. I can't be the dad out there like, come on, let's go cheerleading girls. Like you see him,
Yeah.
like dressing up and shit. And I'm like, y'all are fucking lame, bro. I can't help it.
I know, dude. I would be the same way.
Yeah.
Nah,
My wife's like,
hell
come
no.
on, man, quit being an asshole. I'm like, sorry.
That shit sucks, bro.
Sorry, man. But no, anyways, let's get back to fighting.
You're supportive, though.
Yeah, I got
That's what we need. Yeah, that's
there.
what we got to gain out of this. Is that
checkbook.
you're supportive father.
Yeah. Yeah, so I got kids, yeah.
So let's get back to fighting.
Yeah, let's get back to fighting. I know Logan was talking a lot about the fight. Yeah, man, it was crazy, man. First time I've been knocked down. He was tough, man. I thought he was going to be a little tougher on the ground, honestly. I don't know if it's just because of he tried to put everything out to finish me.
Yeah. So he's really good at wrestling. He's really good at it. He competed in a purple belt jiu-jitsu tournament.
Yeah, he won.
And won. So
I think he was like 100 something and 4 or 2 or something in wrestling.
yeah,
Or something crazy. I don't remember exactly what he said. But it's
yeah,
been a
it
while
was,
since
it
he
was
said that.
insane. You know, he's a good wrestler. Anyway, so I think whenever you got him on the ground, he was just cooked.
Yeah.
Which is
Maybe he didn't think I was going to shoot. I don't know.
But
I think people think like, oh, well, he's just a jiu-jitsu guy.
So you're Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy. He's a wrestler. I thought this fight would have went to the mat.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Yeah. But we're throwing hands.
Yeah,
Trying
bro.
to.
Y'all
We both want to do the same thing, man.
It was awesome
You
to look
both
at.
wanted to throw hands, bro. And we were like, golly. And he said, this is my favorite fight, even though I lost.
Yeah.
Because you stood there toe to toe. And
Well, I know the first guy he fought, dude, just wasn't like, he just beat that dude up, man.
Yeah.
I think that dude even like tried to pull guard, if I remember. Because we fought on the same card in July. Like it's his first fight and it was my third. So we fought out. So I seen him. And I was like, that is a tough motherfucker. You know,
Yeah.
He looks tough, dude.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like he said, don't look tough, which I'm okay with that. But I was like, damn, this motherfucker's gonna fight, dude. But, you know, like I said, he fought my teammates. So I already knew, like,
Yeah.
and I cornered my teammate when he fought, dude. So I
Oh,
already
okay.
knew, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
You had some ideas going into
Yeah.
what to do. That's funny that you say that because it's what we talk about on here. He goes, I think you've watched this podcast.
Now I watched him fight.
He knew.
Yeah.
He knew I was going to gas out, bro.
he said
Yeah, I
that.
knew he was gonna gas out, dude. Like, as Tyler was giving him them advice, like all gas, no break, and I was thinking, I don't know if that's the best advice, Tyler. So I'm thinking in my head, like,
It's not the best advice, but that's Ben Logan's style so far.
it almost worked. It almost worked.
It's worked 2 other times.
Yeah.
And he's pulled out wins like that.
Yeah.
So hopefully he'll put something together and chill out a little bit. But, you know,
You never know who you're gonna fight, man.
you put it on him, though.
Yeah.
So tell us about the point where you finally got him down. What's going through your brain?
The first time I took him down in the first round.
The first,
I shot him. He was coming in at change level shot, and he like tried to hold me down with a headlock, and I think he kind of gassed himself out with that, just like that's so much force. But when I came, I got wild, man. Like I had no technique on them strikes, man. I was kind of like watching it, like, damn, like that didn't look good, like at all.
it's
dude.
just your third fight.
That'd been my fourth.
Yeah, he's 4-0
That was
now.
my
Oh,
fourth.
okay.
Yeah, that was
Your
my
fourth fight. Yeah, that's
that was
right.
my
You were
fourth
3-0 before. So that was your fourth fight.
Yeah.
And that's what
I just heard
happens.
the ref being like, come on, Red, you got to work. You got to work. So I was like, I'm about to just throw as many punches as I can throw, you know? I heard that 10-second bell, and I was like, I got in this fight, dude. You never know what's going to happen, dude.
Yeah.
So I was actually told the ref, I was like, come on, ref, stop the fight. He's like, you're hitting his arms. And I was like, thinking, bullshit. But I was hitting his arms. I watched the fight. The ref was right. He was right. Nah, he was a good ref, man. I remember telling like the guys after, I was like, man, fuck him, dude.
I know.
I was like, dude, because he fucked me in another fight. Like, he told me in the back, like, you know, because you have the fighters meeting.
Yeah.
So, like, if you take somebody down and you're up against the cage and they grab the cage, we're stopping the fight and we're putting it on the ground. So I had a kid picking him up and he grabbed the fence and I look at him and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And he's like, too late, man. I'm sorry. You just keep going. So that's what I was thinking. I was like, he done fucked me again.
Yeah.
But nah, he didn't. He did.
He was right. Yeah.
Because I was thinking back, like, man, when I got knocked down, he could have jumped. If he was a shitty ref, he could have jumped in then, like, didn't give me a chance to fight back, you know?
Yeah, but he didn't even have time to stop it because you were coming up so fast.
Yeah.
And if you were doing like kickboxing, you could have taken a knne and really recouped. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just fucking kept
He
fighting.
didn't even give it a half count.
No.
Yeah.
Didn't even,
Like he said, I had like springs in my ass. Like,
You did, dude.
yeah.
I'm telling you, it like fucking fired me up, dude. I was
Yeah.
like, you gotta fucking go, dude. I was like, I ain't fucking losing this fight.
You're in a fight, bro.
He's
Yeah,
badass
that's what I was thinking.
watching.
You in a fight? Let's go. Got him. Started fighting. It's funny. Logan was like, I just looked at his face. He gave his mean look and punched me in my face. He was a cool dude, man. I liked
Yeah,
him.
he is a
was
cool
nice guy.
dude. And
Tough, man.
from talking to you, you seem cool too.
Yeah.
He told us that you were a cool dude.
Yeah, I
like
told
you're
him
just
like,
a regular guy, kind
Like,
of.
we did a face off, and I was like, tomorrow, man, tomorrow. It's going down tomorrow. And he was like, yeah, tomorrow. So like when I was leaving like the Buffaloes, he was yelling like, tomorrow. And I was like, and I was telling my wife, I was like, I didn't mean that like being a dickhead, like talking shit. I just meant like, hey man, we're gonna fight tomorrow. But like thinking back, you know, it does kind of seem like you're talking shit.
Yeah.
So I told him after I won, I was like, hey man, my bad, dude. About yesterday, yesterday, I wasn't trying to talk shit.
Yeah.
And I was just saying,
okay,
like,
yeah.
hey, man, tomorrow. And he's like, oh, yeah, no problem, dude. So,
Everybody's damn nerves around Edge too. And everybody takes everything.
yeah, we're about to fight, dude. So
Yeah.
the way they want to
it's
take.
weird when you're staring somebody in the face. Like, what do you do, man? You know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You're like,
I don't want to be the guy that like talks shit and get my ass whooped.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never wanted to be that
I
guy.
would not want to be that. I would
be
never
that
talk
I would
shit.
rather be
I
humble.
wouldn't either, yeah.
And get my ass whooped and come and say, I'm going to fuck you up tomorrow, dude.
I know,
Like,
yeah.
throw it out, and then you beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Because it gives somebody like a little extra motivation. I
I
feel
know,
like.
yeah. It
You know?
does.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, all right, dude, you think you're going to
Oh,
fuck
yeah,
my ass, man.
yeah.
You just
All
fight
that
with like
shit,
a little,
bro.
and sometimes in fight, man, it's only like a little edge sometimes, dude. Just
all
that
it
guy
takes.
has a little bit more than you have
Yeah.
to fight. Like, especially like with cardio, man. Like, you go against a guy, they're dog tired just like you, but they have a little bit more than you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because one of those punches from Logan would have killed me. It would have laid me out on my back.
I think he hurt me worse in the second round. Like that's when I actually was hurt. Like when he knocked me down, I didn't like it. Just I got hit and I was just down.
Yeah.
But like in the second round, he hit me when I came in. His first punch, he rocked me, but he hit me with another shot. Like when I was clinched with him, and then I was like, I got to take this fight to the ground. I was like, I got to get this fight to the ground. That's what I remember telling myself. And I shot him on a single leg, a crappy single leg, like far away, dude. But I was hurt.
Yeah.
I was like, I got to get this fight to the ground. And that was a straight like will. I don't know, fucking grit.
You're laid out
Like it was just
on the single leg. You're not,
I was like, I'm getting this. Like I'm taking this dude down. But I think he messed up. He should have, dug for underhook, and try to get me back up. But he held my head.
Yeah.
And like try to snap me down that way.
That jacked him up.
And it didn't work. Dude. Yeah. Wrestlers, man, sometimes when
I think he was thinking that your jiu-jitsu was going to be a little less than what it was too.
Yeah, I think the first guy that he fought was a jiu-jitsu guy, and like, I'm just not like. I mean, I'm different, dude. Like,
You're not a full jiu-jitsu guy. I like to throw
I'm
hands
all the way
too.
around. Even like in my jiu-jitsu, I still like to wrestle. I still try to do throws. I try to do takedowns. And even in my like
all of that
fighting
stuff is
style,
important.
Yeah, and I'm more like a clinch guy. That's probably I'm probably better at clinch than anything.
Yeah.
So like, yeah. So I'm not just gonna give up and lay down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going
You're a
to,
tough
man.
dude for sure.
Not
That's
going
why I
to.
said Joe, not the hoe, Smith.
Yeah.
Son. Golly. It
Don't
would have
sound
killed
cool.
me to get punched that hard for sure.
Well, you don't know how you're gonna act until it happens.
Yeah.
So maybe not. You might go in there. I mean, you're
I've
jacked,
been
dude.
punched pretty hard before. I got my tooth knocked through my lip one time in a fight.
But I think when adrenaline's going, it's not as bad.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
wasn't.
bad, dude.
It wasn't bad at all.
You're
I
not
don't-
thinking really, dude.
I
You're
was
just,
blacked out for the fight anyway. I've been blacked out in every fight I've ever been in. I don't see nothing. I have to get up and be like, "Hey, dude, did I win?
Yeah.
What happened, bro?
What happened?
God, I can't stand it."
Yeah.
So what's the difference in this 4-0 and 0-0 like coming in? I want to know. I like knowing people's.
So like when I
Thought
was
processes
like
on
my
that.
first fight, I felt like I didn't belong, honestly, dude.
Yeah.
Because I was like 36, and like everybody's young, and I just felt like
You're fighting a 22-year-old.
I think he was like 19. So I just felt like I didn't belong. Like that's literally how I felt,
Yeah.
So now it feels better. Like, you even though you're a little older, I'm a little older. I got some fights. I feel like I belong.
Oh,
in,
yeah.
in the space.
It looks like you belong.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because Logan's tough. He's a tough opponent.
First guy, I knew that he was gonna hit hard because like I fought younger guys and like he hit like a grown man.
Yeah.
Like it's different, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
this dude hits like a grown
Yeah.
man. He's a grown man, dude.
Yeah.
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. I was like, fuck, man, I gotta fight this motherfucker, dude.
Do you, because you both weigh in at 145.
He didn't weigh 145, dude. I gotta chill. I think
I mean,
that's bullshit.
I said you both weigh in at 145.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he weighed in at 145. I want to
really?
see it with my own eyes. Y'all said I look big. Bullshit, dude.
I thought you did look big.
No,
That's
dude.
crazy,
I'm
dude.
5'7", dude. Come on, man. I don't look big. I appreciate that, though.
I mean,
I appreciate it. I seen y'all, so I was laughing. I was like, damn, they think I look big. I think everybody, when you're about to fight somebody, you automatically think, oh, shit, this dude's badass.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Look how
he has
big he
an
is.
8-inch dick, dude.
I
That's
know.
what you think, dude.
I know, yeah.
But in reality, we're just,
You're both,
not that big.
yeah.
It's 145.
I know.
I still don't
145 is
think
not
he
big,
look-
but
Yeah.
Because, they don't weigh it. They don't. I'm not calling anybody a liar.
Like when I say you look big, when I'm saying that, when I say that, I mean you look big for a 145er.
Okay, yeah, I'll take it.
I'm not saying,
I mean, that'll work out.
I've been to the gym before. I've seen some big dudes.
Yeah.
So I'm not.
I know what you meant.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, for that weight class. You
For
look
that
big.
weight
No,
class,
I get it.
I thought you looked bigger than Logan.
Yeah, really. Damn, I don't know, man. We have to get us side by side one day, dude.
I really did, bro.
He's taller than me. He's 5'10", 5'11".
Pretty close, same size, I think.
Yeah, and they always make fun of him because he's like one of the short dudes in y'all's weight class. So,
well, he was wearing boots when we weighed in, so he looked taller than me.
Yeah, that's
wearing
probably
like
what it was.
cowboy boots.
Yeah.
he is a little bit
I
taller
think he's
than you.
what? Is he 5'9"?
Probably.
5'9", somewhere around
Okay,
there.
we're on the
5'8".
same size.
5'9",
Short
5'10".
kings, dude. Let's go.
The short kings, baby.
Let's go,
That's
man.
what I'm talking about. I like it.
No, but it was a fun fight, man. It's for me. It showed like a lot of who I was. I feel like, or what I like. How can I say this? I can go through some adversity and come back and still win.
Yeah.
Even like being sick, dude. On top of it, like I could not breathe through this nostril at all. I'm talking about hacking up cough fits nonstop, dude, for weeks.
Dude.
It would not go away, dude.
That sucks.
I was going and getting, and my ear was clogged up all the way.
We had the same thing, bro.
I could not hear out of this
telling you.
ear.
My ear was clogged up. I couldn't quit coughing. I couldn't get the...
Yeah.
And I still have it in my chest, it feels like.
Yeah.
From time to time, I'll just be like...
Yeah. Like my nose will get, like yesterday my nose was clear and today it's a little clogged up. I think even in the interview you can kind of tell, like if you know who I am and talking about something that I sound sick.
Yeah.
Not making any excuses, I still pulled it out, but it was harder than it had to be. I almost pulled it out multiple times on that.
Through that camp.
Yeah, like because my hip, and then I need one of my friends in the elbow and it hurt my knee. So I had my hip, my knee. I could barely run. But I was like,
I'm glad you didn't pull that.
Yeah,
because it was definitely for me. It was the fight or not.
Yeah,
I think Trey had a different.
I
pick.
said Tyler, but y'all's was. I mean, it was fucking close, though. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean,
y'all, they're y'all's boys, dude. So,
Yeah.
Tyler's fight was exciting, yeah.
they're not really. I mean, they are our boys.
I mean, we've interviewed them because I've never.
Yeah. Oh, they're not like.
I never hung out with them outside of
Okay.
outside of
So you're
this.
more.
I have.
He has a couple
Okay, so
times.
y'all. Okay, I thought y'all knew each other for a long time.
No,
So
I mean,
of course, there you go. Y'all want them to win. That's what I was thinking.
yeah. Well, we do. I still want them to win.
I want them to win, honestly.
But I want dude that we interviewed that has nothing to do with that gym to win.
Yeah.
I want you to win now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'll be pulling for you now, bro. You know.
Yeah.
I'll be on the lookout for your next fight and where you're going to be at.
Tyler's fight was very exciting. I was watching it, and it was back and forth, a lot of wrestling. He's a good wrestler, dude.
Yeah.
And he's a good guy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, I like that
We
dude.
interviewed Larry Stewart.
Yeah, I watched that one.
He's cold-blooded.
Yeah.
He's a cold-blooded killer.
Surprised he's not pro.
Yeah.
Well,
He's going pro.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's talking about going pro this year.
Yeah, there's a lot of fights.
I think once you have what's he have, 12-4, he said. So what's that, 17 fights? I think your time to go pro, dude. It's like quit beating up on the amateurs, dude.
Yeah. He really is fast.
Yeah.
Dude, he fought a guy who was like 2-2. It's like, dude, you're about to fuck him up.
Yeah,
I
dude.
already knew. I was like,
I did too.
Well,
Well-
the dude was talking shit. He put on something online.
That's him. That was another dude that we interviewed.
Yeah,
We had him on the podcast.
That guy made a video of talking shit about that Larry dude.
Yeah.
Like making fun of where he was from. And I was like, and his accent, I was like, oh fuck, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Like, why would you even do that?
Nah, I know, bro. That's
Come on,
insane,
man.
dude.
So you do more. He's already 10 times better than you. Now you give him more energy.
Ammo.
Mo was only 20,
Yeah,
I think,
to fuck
wasn't he?
you up, dude.
Yeah, that kid's only 20 years old that did that video.
Well, that's why he's 20 years old now.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that, man.
I know.
If you would watch this, that was bad.
Yeah.
That was not bad. That was not nice.
That's-
And he paid for it.
Yeah.
may have. Because
Larry
actually,
whooped his ass, dude. So
Yeah, he did.
I didn't think that kid stood a chance, a snowball's chance. But, like, he made contact with Larry a few times, bro. I was not expecting him to make any.
Well-
I wasn't expecting him to touch Larry.
dude, you even have like anybody comes in and tries to fight you in the gym, you're gonna get hit. I mean, you're just gonna get hit. Like me and you fight, you're gonna hit me. When you fight, you're gonna hit me.
I doubt it.
No, I promise you, you will hit me. Like it's just gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like,
part of
I
it.
mean, it's part of it. So, but like I have more training, so I know how to, I guess, take hits. And then
I'm a lot
I
slower.
whoop your ass, but you gonna hit me once.
you will hit me though, dude. Unless you're just like the skill gap's so big.
Yeah.
Maybe
It is.
You're like 10 inches taller than me, and been training, for 10 years. And I just started. Then maybe not, but
Yeah. It'd be like me going in and fighting Billy. I couldn't touch him.
yeah, he's a big dude though.
And he's athletic.
I'd be scared to even try to punch him, dude. Like if you punch him
Apparently
a little bit
everybody in
too
the damn
hard,
world
dude.
is.
He's like, all right, little motherfucker, I got you.
They all have to spar with him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they all spar with him, and
Yeah, we spar with pro fighters as well. Yeah, we got like one of our main coach, he's a pro fighter. and then like, and we go down to McDonough to Team Independent, and they got some pros. So like we have our guys.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, we got some guys.
You got to fight somebody better than you to get better.
Yeah. Sometimes fighting guys worse than you helps out too because you can work on stuff.
And you can put yourself in a bad situation and try to work your way out of it or whatever. There's a lot of I don't know if you've seen it at the time we talked about it a million times, but Trey got his ass beat by a 14-year-old.
Oh yeah,
and they were trying to get him to let him win.
He's like, I ain't letting this dude win. And he's taking his lumps. You're only 37, dude. You should train.
I should, bro.
Both of y'all should.
I'm 45.
Dude, my buddy.
I'm 46, bro.
So,
I'm old. I'm way too old.
Hold on, listen. So
I would love to train.
Hold on, one of my best friends, dude, he started jiu-jitsu when I did, and he was 58. Yeah, 58, dude. God, and he's still doing it.
Bless.
But yeah, so he's a badass. So he's different, though, man.
Yeah.
He got old man strength.
Yeah, old man strength. Dude, he's old.
Yeah.
He's good.
We have jiu-jitsu gyms here, but we don't have any MMA, anything else besides jiu-jitsu. There's like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where I started out.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have a base. I feel like you have to have a ground base. I feel like a ground base is more important, especially if you want to fight MMA. So you start in, either judo or jiu-jitsu or wrestling, and then you get your striking later. Yeah. Now, if you want to be a stand-up guy or whatever, and just do kickboxing, but like the fight's most time it's going to the ground.
Yeah.
Right? So you want to be the guy that can control the ground.
On the ground. Yeah. It makes sense.
You want to be that guy.
Good on the ground. That's in a fight, especially because it's going to the ground. If you're in a street fight, it's going to the ground.
I think any fights probably end up going to the ground unless they're like not letting you go to the ground.
Yeah.
Stand up,
kickboxing there,
like that.
boxing there.
Which I don't want to fight. Some of them guys, like we got a guy that I train with. He's just a white belt. He's been training for like a year, and he's about to have a kickboxing fight. But he's better on the ground. And I was telling him, I was like, dude, I got mad respect for you because I wouldn't do no straight kickboxing fight. Like, before I had a fight, dude.
Yeah.
I was scared. Like, no, man, I get fucked up.
Kickboxing only. There's
So it has an art for that stuff, stand-up, man. There's some really, like, these guys know how to move, dude. Like, straight stand-up guys, like, they can move very well.
It's wild, ain't it?
Yeah.
We saw a boxer that, was semi-pro or something. He'd done a bunch of fights. And watching him box, dude, was just, you're like, that's insane.
Yeah.
The difference in punching and the way they punch and
how they move.
And how they
their
move.
head movement.
And this dude's he's my age, bro, and he was light on his feet, like just could move.
Yeah.
He's big too. He's 185 pounds or something, wasn't he?
And how they can like look at your body and tell like what you're about to throw before you throw it.
I know.
Just by like little bitty movements of your body. It's insane, dude.
I know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like fuck.
So it's an art form for sure too.
Yeah.
But
I want to be a good striker, but I just not yet. Working on it. Working on it, dude. Still gotta move my head, man.
So I feel like to me, whenever I go and watch it, the kickboxing is where all of the knockouts happen. Mm-hmm. But I like watching the MMA more.
Yeah. Well, it's a complete fight.
Yeah.
It is.
It's a complete fight, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to do all of it.
And them little ass gloves, dude. You get hit with them little fucking gloves. Whew.
Those hurt.
Yeah, that hurts, man. Logan left a damn
I
scar on
know.
my nose.
I followed you on Facebook.
That shit still ain't went away, dude. I think it's gonna be there for the rest of my life. Every time I look in the mirror, I'm like, that motherfucker. Fuck my nose up, dude. Luckily, it didn't break my nose, honestly.
That would
Dude, he's like a truck.
Yeah.
Nice guy, though, man. I watched his podcast. He's about to have a kid. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Tough guy. But I
think y'all would be friends if you ever hung out.
100%. Like all them guys.
Yeah.
I was talking to him. I was like, these dudes are like talking to me. I know that anytime I go to compete in MMA, and that's why I tell like some of my teammates, I'm like, dude, there's no sense of being mean to any of these guys because literally we're the same people.
Yeah.
I know.
We all like the same things.
I know. It's wild too because, doing this, we've got to meet so many different people that are in it. And you could come from whatever background. And if you're in the sport, there's something in your brains that's all the same.
Yeah, for sure.
There's some little tick, and we hadn't figured it out yet, what it is, what the tick
We're all the
is.
same type of people, dude.
It's wild, though, that you
like
say
a lot of
that
times you see
because-
like MMA fighters, they play like video games too. Like a lot of the fighters they're all playing video games. And I'm like, man, we just do the same guy, man.
I like video games.
I like video games. Like the UFC fighter, like Demetrius Johnson, big time in video games.
Yeah.
Sean O'Malley, his coach.
Yeah.
So we're like Same type of people, dude. I don't know if Logan does. He'd be cooler if he
Logan does.
Does he?
Yeah. He's a gamer, bro.
Let's go, bro. Let's go. My dude, man. The only thing I would tell Logan, man, if I'm not trying to like big brother anybody or just because I want to fight, just being honest, like if he was my teammate, I would say that no smoking, period. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. Like, I smoke, just stop. Like, what are you doing, dude? We're trying to be fighters, man. We're not trying to smoke. I heard that and I was like, no wonder your cardio's
he
not
stopped
that well.
smoking so he could fight.
Yeah, but like, how long ago did he stop smoking? Did he say?
I think it's
been that long, has it?
Only been a year.
Oh, okay, well, yeah.
Maybe a little less.
Okay.
But
I don't think he stopped until the baby.
Yeah, that's what kind of what he sounded like, right?
That's what it sounded like. He stopped
so he was
because
training and smoking.
Maybe.
How the fuck?
Maybe so, dude.
This dude's like a straight savage, bro.
He is a savage, dude.
Yeah.
He's a funny dude, too.
Yeah,
I was watching. He's super funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to stop doing that, man.
He's a lot funnier off camera than he is on camera.
Yeah.
Everybody is, though.
Yeah.
You don't hear and tense up a little, maybe.
Yeah. Everybody does. I do it. We've been doing it for a
Sometimes
2 years.
I go through a whole podcast, don't say fucking
I
one
know.
word.
So I was watching y'all and I was like, I gotta talk to him a little better to get him to open up, dude. We know about this. Kurt, what's up, man? What's your life story?
My life story,
Yeah, what's your life story,
dang,
man?
son. It's fucked up, really. Boring and fucked up.
That's why you gotta train, dude.
Yeah, I need to, man. I really
You're only
do.
37.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I would love. We went when we went, man. We had a great time.
There's
It
y'all can
felt
compete.
so good. No.
Nah, that
I'm
ain't
saying in
happening.
your own weight class with a guy your skill level and everything. So it's like
we could, but that's not a thing for us. That's
okay,
not
you don't
going
want to do that.
not for me anyway.
Why
He
not?
could do it. I'm. That's not no.
Oh, you don't like it?
Huh?
You don't like competition or?
No, I love competition. I was a baseball player though.
Okay, yeah.
I like team sports. I don't want to get out there 1-on-1. Plus, I feel like my wife would be there, getting my ass beat in front of my wife, bro. It'd be embarrassing.
What if you're fucking them up though?
That's not gonna happen, bro.
I will, dude. I think you're gonna be tough, man. Honestly.
He is,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, you're jacked, dude.
Yeah, he'd be
I know you
tough.
take the TRT, right? I think
Yeah.
I watched one of y'all's podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're at the Superman strength, dude.
No.
I tried some TRT, man, but it made my blood pressure get super high, so I had to get off
Really?
it.
Taking too much, probably.
I guess I was, dude.
Well, did you ever check your
Yeah, so-
hemoglobins?
Yep. So it did get high, and they gave me a blood dump and everything. But like when I went to the doctor, she was just like, "We got to get you off, man. Like you got to stop."
Dang.
So it kind of freaked me out. I had like the worst anxiety I've ever had because it started having chest pains and like all kind of stuff.
Really?
Damn.
And they
son.
did like a echo on my heart, and like the pressure in my heart was high. So like it freaked me out, dude. I had like the worst stress and anxiety about having a heart problem.
Yeah.
For like a year, dude.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I just
I'm
can't
done
get on
with
that.
that,
I did
yeah.
it for like 6 months.
Was it injectable?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was shooting it. 200 milligrams a week. This was probably 2 years ago.
200 milligrams?
Yeah, so a week, 100 in one cheek, 100 in the next, like 2 days later.
Yeah.
Or 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you do.
Yeah, it's I do 0.5 mLs, which is
So is that 100?
100.
100 milliliter? Or
I do it twice a week.
100, is it 100 milliliters or
100 milligrams.
milligrams? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I was doing 200. Yeah.
Yeah. I do a half and a half.
Yeah,
I
so
do it on Mondays and Thursdays.
Yeah. You doing your cheek, ass cheek?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best place I found because like I did it in my arm and I was like, I couldn't even lay down to like
So,
roll,
I used to
dude.
do it for a long time, right in my leg right here.
Oh, fuck that. So you
By
do
myself.
it too?
Yeah, I do it too.
Damn.
I did it.
I have to get blood though, because my damn blood gets hot as shit.
Mine does
Yeah.
too.
You get high blood pressure off it?
Nah, I don't get high blood pressure. I never had high blood pressure. But
Damn, man.
my blood levels get like stroke level, like
Yeah.
pretty quick. I got to
Yeah,
do
like
it.
the red blood cells or the hemoglobin.
Hemoglobins, yeah.
Yeah.
That's red blood cells.
Yeah, yeah.
But I got one. I can't give myself the shot. I can't do it myself at all.
Mm-hmm.
But my wife, I was like, put it in my leg one time. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And she hit that bitch, dude. I'm gonna tell you right now, son. I couldn't. I don't know how you would put it in your thigh, dude. I literally.
I mean, it was pretty intense. Sometimes you'd go and you'd be like stopping, and you just fucking poke it barely, and you're like, God dang.
I know it's a big needle, dude.
Yeah.
It's long, yeah.
So, what was y'all's levels before y'all got on it?
Mine was like 2 something.
Damn.
Mine was like 4 or something.
Okay, so yours wasn't that bad. What was your free testosterone before?
I don't know about that.
0. That's what mine was.
You had 0 free T?
It was like 1.
What?
Yeah.
So all right, so when I got my blood took, my testosterone was like in the 300s, and my free T was like 25 or 50. But then when I got off it and I started taking like ashwagandha and Tonkat Ali, I got my free T up to 100.
Shit.
But it was only, my testosterone was only like 370.
Well, the free testosterone is really what
And that
makes
was
you feel.
important?
Yeah,
That's what makes you. That's
yeah.
what makes you. That's what you feel more. You
Yeah.
feel your free testosterone more than you feel your
Actual T, yeah.
the testosterone level.
So the 100's good for free T, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Do you know your free T right now?
I have no idea what mine is. I
Mine's
never even
like
asked.
300.
I need to figure that out.
Bro, you need to know all these things.
Yeah, no.
Mine's like 300,
Yeah. So your testosterone like 1,200 then probably.
1,300. Yeah, 12 to 1,300.
I got mine up that when my free T was 300, dude. I wanted to fuck all the time, dude.
Yeah,
Bro,
feels
like,
good.
I could
don't
beat
it?
off and then be like, come on, babe, let's go.
I know.
It's
Feels
crazy how
amazing.
much difference it makes.
That's the first thing I noticed, dude. I was like, I said, fuck, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Gotta spread the seed, man. Let's go. Do it, man.
Something in your brain turns primal for sure.
Fuck
dude.
yeah, dude. Like, damn. I do miss that about it.
Yeah.
And I was getting like cut up. I could tell. I got a picture. I sent my wife when she was like out of town, and I was like getting a little more cut up.
Yeah, it does.
I could tell that.
It gives you some.
Yeah, a little
Gives
extra.
you a little size.
Yeah, if my blood pressure wasn't like I said, I'll get all fucked up, I would do it. But now I'm just worried about having a stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't work. You can't.
So,
If I had side effects with my blood pressure, I'd definitely.
man,
probably
imagine how good
stop.
I'd be if I had 1,200 testosterone fighting, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be fighting
I did that with
155.
300, dude.
You'd have to fight at 155 too. You wouldn't be able to cut to 145 no more.
Well, my first fight, I think I was on testosterone, and I cut to 45. But
Really?
I was doing it, I was doing it for like 6 months.
That's not long enough.
So yeah, I don't know. I guess after a while, you start building up. Yeah.
6 months. That's probably the point where you start getting any kind of actual gains from it.
Yeah.
That stuff ain't illegal. In fighting games and shit.
I don't know. They don't test you, so I don't.
Yeah, but I wonder if like UFC is.
Oh,
I don't know.
definitely.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
So like, what was it?
Once you go pro, you probably can't be on it.
Yeah, I don't know like these smaller shows, but I know like UFC they test you.
Yeah.
and you can't. But you used to be able to do like I don't know how many years ago it's been. Let me think. Like 2012, 2011, they used to
Yeah.
allow like TRT.
It's just a replacement.
normal-
Right.
Yeah,
level.
you could
You
have a
replace
normal level.
But
Yeah.
then fucking Vitor came out there like a fucking jacked, just Superman, and fucking kicked Michael Bisping's eye out of his socket.
It's because he left his testosterone at 4,000
Yeah.
for his whole fight camp, and then
Yeah. Then they started banning it, dude.
waited 8 days and tested it.
I heard
the
there's still
right
ways
level,
I heard they still get around all that shit though.
I guarantee it.
I'm sure they do. You know that they know when they're getting tested,
Yeah.
so you could make sure everything's out of your system if you know the shelf life of everything that you're
Yeah.
taking. It wouldn't be that hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still you still hear a lot of accusations. Like if you listen, I'm pretty sure all this MMA podcasts,
Yeah.
they're always talking about stuff like that.
Yeah.
People getting around cheating.
Yeah.
It's just like NFL. Like these dudes are
God.
Jews.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want them to be honestly.
Yeah,
dude.
why
Why
not?
not?
Yeah, it'd be
I
more
want them
entertaining.
I want them to be at their height.
Yeah,
I want them
dude.
to be at their peak
I
on
want to see some
Sunday
like
morning,
Mark
dude.
McGuire, Sammy Sosa shit. Dude.
Yes,
there's
dude.
100 home runs a fucking year.
Yes,
Let's go.
bro. That was so much fun.
Even
Yeah,
though I don't
dude.
like baseball, but just
I was like
using
4th or
that.
5th grade when that shit happened.
Yeah.
You're how old?
4th or 5th grade, I feel
You're
like.
30, so we're the same age.
Same age,
yeah.
yeah.
Probably 5th grade. Yeah, I remember seeing all that,
Yeah, it was crazy.
which I never really liked baseball.
Nah, not much.
You're
I think
gay.
I fucked this mic up, dude. There we go, guys.
Gay.
Not saying.
I think baseball's
Yeah,
about gay almost.
Yeah, it is. There's too
Baseball's
many
one of the
games.
hardest sports to play, bro.
Bro, there's too many games, dude. I
It
can't
is.
get excited about
It is.
162 games.
It is. Like, I don't like watching baseball.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
playing it.
I love playing it.
I got a buddy I work with. He loves watching baseball. He watches every game. I'm like,
Yeah.
how do you watch every game?
My son
dude?
does too, man.
Records them.
Yeah.
Dang.
I'm like, dude, you ain't gonna miss nothing.
yeah.
It's
Call me in the
strike-
playoffs.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's not even fun then.
Yeah.
Not really. The World Series,
Yeah.
you're like, I can watch this game, I guess.
I used to be more into sports, and then like once the Falcons honestly lost the Super Bowl in 2016, I just kind of
Yeah. And
and started playing fantasy football. Fantasy football will fuck you up, dude.
Yeah, it will.
It will fuck you
They
up.
got us
Yeah,
all
dude.
jacked up,
Yeah, y'all
bro.
like fantasy football?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Bro.
The last 2 years we got on fantasy football, bro, and we've been having to watch NFL games. Mm-hmm. I have been. I don't know if you've.
I watched way more than I did.
I know. I watched
Watch all of
zero.
them, or try to watch them.
Yeah,
I
but
try
most
to
of
catch as much
Yeah.
of them as I can.
Yeah, I have like my one
To
guy
see
on
who's
that
playing,
team.
you
Or like
know.
my guy on that team, whatever, like Lamar Jackson. I had him on quarterback last year. Like, I want to watch his game to see what he's doing.
I know.
I'm like, I like that guy. I had Amon St. Brown from the Lions for, I think, 4 years now. And I'm like, that's my boy, dude. I feel like I personally know him, dude. I'm like, dude, I love this guy.
Yeah, you put him in the lineup, and you're like, all right, brother.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, dude. Come on, dude. Don't let me down, man. Don't let me down today.
I know, man.
Did I win this year? Who won this year? You won last year.
I think you did win this year.
I think I did win this year.
How many teams y'all got in y'all's?
6 or 8, something like
We
that.
had 8 this year.
Yeah, I think 10 and 12. 12 is really hard. 10, I think, is a great
God,
number.
I can't imagine 12.
8's a little low because everybody has good players at 8.
Yeah, I know.
It's kind of like eh.
But the good thing about having only 8 teams is everybody has good players.
Everybody has good players.
Yeah.
And if somebody gets hurt, you can replace them.
Yeah.
Maybe.
12, dude, it's like
8 was getting tough though. I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, you been
So my
missing
team
some
sucked.
shit.
My draft didn't go good at all. I didn't know how to do it. This is our second year doing it,
okay.
and we didn't do the draft the first year because I was in the hospital.
So you did auto.
So it was an auto draft, and just whoever you
That'll
got.
be a badass team. That's the way to draft, dude. Auto draft.
Yeah, yeah.
Anytime
These are the
a
best
team-
players.
Oh, dude, the computer knows what's up, man. Like,
Yeah.
they pick the next guy who's over there. But I'm like, you know what, dude? I don't really like this. I have a feeling, dude, about this guy. No, the dude that's ranked ahead of him is for a reason.
Yeah, dude.
For a fucking reason.
For sure, bro.
The computer knows, man.
I should have went to auto draft, but I didn't.
Who was
And
your team? Just like a little brief. Do you remember?
Look.
Let's see who you had.
my quarterback was, Donald,
Sam Darnold?
Sam Donald.
Okay, yeah, he did all right last year.
I
had no idea,
picked him up middle of the year.
Yeah.
I had a lot of good running backs
Yeah.
that were decent running backs, not
I had
great.
Jefferson carried me this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jefferson's.
God, dude.
You probably got him later, too, right?
No, I got him the whole time.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm saying like in the draft.
Oh, I don't remember when I got him.
Yeah, because
I think he might have been my first pick.
Last year I had him,
Well-
and he didn't do not much.
talking about
Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, from the
Yeah,
Vikings.
yeah.
So my draft, dude, like he went down a little bit. He's still in the first round,
Yeah.
but instead of like first because the quarterback situation.
Mm-hmm.
Because like my buddy got Jefferson and Chase back to back, but he picked the last. So he got Jefferson, I think 8, and then in the second round,
His
the first
wife
pick,
had.
it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Was
Two
it
best
your
players.
wife that had Mixon?
I don't remember.
Yeah, Mixon did good for a while.
Somebody had Mixon, and who had
I have no idea about none of it.
Oh, okay.
He's like,
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Nah, bro. You're
I
asking.
can't remember.
Oh, I do watch it, yeah.
Okay.
College a lot. But
College football's our thing, really. I
Yeah.
like college football more than I like.
I don't really care for college football.
Well,
it is what it is.
Yeah.
So what about this fighting shit, bro? You about to go pro this year? Or
Nah,
when?
I
You
don't
wanna,
know about this year.
You want to do
Maybe
one fighting pro?
Maybe
shit?
next year, yeah.
Next
But
year.
goals always change. That's
true,
Like
yeah.
I just wanted to fight one fight, and then it was, well, I want to fight one fight without shin pads. And now it's I want to fight pro. So like I just want to get one. That's the goal right now, is to fight one pro fight. But it could always change.
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe I want to fight 2 pro fights.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
I go out there and do good. I don't know. Maybe I go out there and get knocked out. And I'm like, you know what, I'm done.
Well, the announcer, he was the same as you. The announcer for All or Nothing.
Yeah.
Chad Faraday. He's a pro fighter, and he
came
didn't
on
start
the
till he was
podcast, too.
37. And
Really?
He's still doing it.
He did bare knuckle.
The guy with the pink suit?
Yeah.
Yep.
And he started at 37?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. That's what I'm saying. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
See, they're out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I
He
just
did
want to let
bare
everybody
knuckle
know.
boxing too, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I know.
I'm gonna go back and watch his podcast now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a lot going on, dude.
He wrestled at Purdue.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, so he didn't really start at 37.
No,
'cause he
not
wrestled,
really.
He wrestled.
That's
dude,
true,
at
yeah.
College.
Yeah,
That's
but
different.
he didn't do another fight until he was 37, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he wrestled and then didn't do nothing.
And then didn't do
started
nothing.
doing MMA.
Yep.
That's impressive, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's badass, man. Yeah, but that's the goal.
But
dude,
you're
fight
not
one pro
37.
fight.
You didn't start at 37. You
No.
started at 33.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 33. Yeah.
That's a big difference between 46 and me.
Yeah.
He didn't go back in until 37, so he actually started.
But he
at
had that
37.
wrestling background. You could, if
Yeah,
you could
that's a big thing.
You
That's
can take
huge.
somebody to the ground and dominate them, dude. Like, then you're just gonna win.
You
It's
win.
just
Yeah.
fucking point blank, dude. And you're winning that fight.
It is true.
Yeah, that's why I thought Logan was gonna be a little tougher to take down because, like, he was talking about being a wrestler, and I was like, fuck. I really thought I was gonna outstrike him, but things change, man. Whenever you're sick, dude. So and
Yeah.
somebody punches you in the head.
Yeah.
When somebody
He did a
punches
good job using both hands. I gotta get
Yeah.
better at using. Like I came in that fight.
you should have
like-
seen his first fight.
No, I did. I watched all of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've watched all his fights.
He
'cause I
got
was
better
there.
at using both hands. His first fight,
Yeah.
bro, it was just one.
Yeah.
Big right hand
So
swing.
I wanted to go out there, and he surprised me because his intensity level. Because like I wanted to go out there and be more like flowy.
Oh, yeah,
and he's
they're
like,
coming.
"Nah, bro, we're
That's
fucking.
not the way it's gonna
we're
go."
brawling."
Yeah.
I'm horrible about getting sucked into a brawl.
Yeah.
Even like when people like I train with, if they go super hard, they'll suck me in, even though I know I don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he sucked me into a brawl. And we brawled. Even the announcers were like, "Oh, it was a brawl."
Yeah.
We brawled all right.
Yeah.
We're brawlers,
It
dude.
was definitely awesome.
That's
Definitely
cool that
awesome.
so y'all think we were the best fight?
Yeah, dude.
It was entertaining.
Yeah.
I by far.
For sure.
Even like my teammates. were
Tyler
like,
did some amazing things in his fight that was entertaining as an entertainment level. I just thought it was cool because I've never seen nobody get knocked down.
Yeah,
and
come
then-
back up and win. That's like a success story,
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
likes a good success story, man.
Yeah.
Like
Damn
you're down
Rocky,
line,
son.
dude, you build back up.
Yeah.
That's what it was, dude.
Yeah.
I've been down a lot in my life, dude. So
I have to.
so I'll build back up, man. So I like that. I like to make things hard on myself, dude.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's the best way to do it.
Make it
It's
nice
the only way
and
I know how to
hard.
do it.
Yeah, but I was about to pull out that fight, dude. I was really.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
I had to have
And
two.
I think Logan's glad you didn't, even though he lost the fight. I
Yeah.
think he was actually.
Yeah, it's good for Logan to know that he'll probably do a lot better next time. He'll be like, all right, man, when I knock somebody down, be a little more patient. Not saying he should have backed off of me because he shouldn't have, but he should have wrestled more. He should knock you down, then you use some grappling instead of just trying to finish right there. But that's
And maybe he thought, hey, this dude's
yeah. Well, I thought he
successful Brazilian
Yeah, I don't want to
jiu-jitsu.
go to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I
Maybe.
tell everybody I'm a purple belt. I tell the announcer, I'm like, make sure you tell them I'm a purple belt,
Yeah,
just so they know.
just so you know,
Just so
whenever
they
we
know.
get to the
If we go to the
ground,
ground, I know what I'm doing.
yeah, I'm not going to be lost on the ground.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. But even when I passed him out, I didn't even pass him out that good. I think he was tired. But anytime you get punched in the, they say like, you're a black belt, you get punched in the face, you're a brown belt. You get punched in the face again, so everything goes down once you're fighting.
Yeah,
It's tough. It's crazy in there, dude.
I know. I can't imagine.
It's
it.
insane, but it's fun.
That's probably the hardest part is keeping your damn composure, I bet.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be for me.
Just get punched?
I would lose my shit.
Nah, I don't know, man. Like, 'cause you're just in there. You're already doing like, I don't know.
You're kind of expecting to get hit.
Yeah, my first fight, it was like real fuzzy looking, like, But I think now there've been a few, so it's kind of slowed down a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, talking about this, your next fight will be your fifth fight,
Yeah.
and it seems like there's some sort of magic click that happens at your fifth fight.
I don't know. I'm just surprised I've
see.
won this many fights, dude. Honestly,
We'll see. I
I'm
can't wait to
shocked.
watch your next fight.
like I'm like down 37, I'm 4-0. I'm like, am I getting lucky, dude?
That's
Like,
badass, though.
am I getting lucky?
No,
That's what I think. I'm not getting much lucky with like my opponent. I don't know.
nah.
I fought the Mexican kid I fought at the last All or Nothing. That little motherfucker, when he gets fucking older, he is a savage, dude. That
Yeah.
kid was good.
Yeah,
Dude, he hit me. His first punch, he like leaned to the side and hit me in my liver. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, he broke my rib. So I was thinking, this dude just broke my rib. But he hit me in the liver.
Damn it.
Yeah. That kid was good, man. He just didn't have that grown man strength.
Yeah.
he's gonna have to get a little.
He's going to have to get a little older, yeah.
Yeah,
But that dude was fucking good, man. I don't know if y'all watched that fight.
What's his name?
Alex Manjares or something?
Yeah.
He's good. He's only had two MMA fights. He fought one, knocked or choked the dude in like 30 seconds. So like me and that guy, when we fought, like my fight before that, it was 42 seconds. I choked the dude, and then he was like 30 something seconds. So that was pretty cool.
Oh,
We
yeah.
were both coming in there like coming off a quick win,
yeah.
But damn, that kid could fight, dude. He
That's
judo
gonna be-
throwed me. Like he
Really?
like hip tossed me.
Damn.
But when I went to the ground, he like stood back up. So
He's like,
yeah, he was good, dude.
you going to fight an all or nothing?
Yeah, I'll fight again.
Like
yeah.
recent?
Oh my God,
soon?
fight. I don't know, man.
I think I went in
Like-
April and in June.
So
I'm
yeah,
pretty
I'm
sure.
not fighting April. I just didn't. He didn't offer me anything for April, but I probably wouldn't have took it anyway. We'll see with June. Only thing that sucks right now about All or Nothing is like my buddy Nadeem is fighting for the title this coming up, and he's my friend. So like they try to get us to fight before, but we're just like nah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like we're getting pushed into this. So I don't know. We'll see.
You should.
But he's actually fighting a guy named Cameron Williams that I was supposed to fight multiple times. I actually went out to Alabama last October and was going to fight Cameron, but it fell through as we were like pulling up to fight. Larry told y'all.
I think so.
So I was on that
yeah.
car too, yeah.
Golly, dude.
So,
they said they didn't have the right ambulance there or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And the whole fight fell through. That's
Yep.
crazy.
As I was pulling up, they were like, the fight's off. And I was
Damn
like,
it.
damn, dude. I done cut weight, drove out all that. And that
Oh
dude,
my God, dude. I would have been so
Yeah.
pissed.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. Spent a bunch of money, got all my team out there. You know, they waste their time. Not to fight, but it wasn't my fault. So,
yeah.
But he's fighting that guy in April. And then one of my teammates, Tyler Marston's fighting. That's like probably the best person at our gym. He's fighting your boy, TJ Hicks.
When?
April 26th. The next one, TJ's fighting. I don't know if they know that.
They don't yet, I don't think.
Oh, yeah.
We'll cut that out. But
They're fighting,
that's cool as shit.
I don't know
though.
if the cards came out if we're allowed to say that.
No, it ain't coming out.
No, it's not coming out.
we allowed to say that?
We'll cut it. We'll cut it.
But is it even matter?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, just do it. Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, they're fighting.
So
And
TJ,
he's the best guy in our gym. He's 20. His name's Tyler Marston. He's fought once but he's like all around. Been training since he was like 14. You know, he's tough, dude.
TJ
It's gonna be tough.
is a fucking wrestler.
Yeah.
Just that's it.
Yeah, Tyler's all around.
Yeah.
Like he has probably the best striking at the gym. Like best just all around.
Yeah.
So
You know what weight class they're gonna fight at?
35.
Okay.
They're fighting at 35.
God bless. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, it'd be a good fight for Tyler too, because he's young. Because that's going to be the best wrestler that any of us faced out of my gym. So like, we're excited to see this.
TJ?
Yeah, he's the best,
Yeah.
like all around wrestler.
Yeah. He's very. He was on the podcast too a long
I
time ago.
watched it, yeah. He's a nice guy too, man.
He's a top notch wrestler for sure. He's very accredited at wrestling. Yeah.
We're a good gym, dude. We got a lot of good
All
people
around
that we
fighters.
can train with. Like we got a good I guess network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like multiple gyms in multiple parts of Atlanta that we train with. So we get a lot of decent. And like for some reason, man, we've been getting really lucky with our no-gi coaches. Like I don't know what it is. Like Elijah Carlton, do y'all know who that is? He's a big time like pro jiu-jitsu guy from 10th Planet. And like he was our no-gi coach for like over a year. And then we have another 10th Planet guy come in. He's fucking, you know, he's
Savage.
badass. Like we just have really good, like we've been getting fortunate with our coaches, dude.
Yeah. It makes a big difference
yeah,
too.
dude.
Yeah.
Huge
Your coaching
difference.
does make a big difference.
Yeah.
We need to get more of those guys.
Coaches?
Coaches
just other people?
and the dude that's fighting TJ. Need to
Yeah,
come
you want
on.
to get Tyler? Yeah, I get Tyler on here.
Yeah.
I was going to bring him today, but he had to cover a class for us at the gym. So I cover kickboxing.
So he's only trained for how long?
So he's been training since he's 14. He's 20. So
At MMA.
no, he's been doing. So he did jiu-jitsu. He's been doing MMA a little bit longer than me, so 3 years. But you know he's young, dude. So
Yeah.
like when he starts, they flow different. They learn different.
It's quicker.
Yeah,
They can
it's
do
just
shit
like, fuck,
quicker.
last night we were sparring, and I was like, "Fuck, this dude's leaving me."
TJ's still pretty young
He's leaving
though.
me behind,
he's not
dude.
old. You know, he's
Yeah.
not. I think he's 26, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe 27 now.
But whenever Tucker fought Logan and he gassed out, like, so our coach got mad, dude. He was like, and he came back like, all right, dude, if you're fighting MMA, you're doing conditioning before MMA, you know, like, we're not having nobody gas out ever again. So, like, we got punished for that. But in a good way, you know, like, it's not really a punishment.
He just saw
Or
something
Tucker, yeah.
that we need to fix in our gym. This is something that we need to fix
Well,
in
that's
our
really
gym.
just Tucker's fault, but, you know.
It probably was.
Tucker got to show up. Like, you need to show up. Like, we show up. But it actually, for our conditioning, like, it helped us out a lot to get up on, like, another level.
Absolutely.
Because it's always, like, you can go run, dude. Like,
Running?
You can go, but I'm saying, like,
It's
you
a
can go
fight.
run.
It's a
and
fight.
it's hard.
It's going to be a
But
different.
if you have a drill sergeant beside you when you're running, like, it's different.
Yeah.
So, like, we didn't have that. Like, me and Tyler were doing our own conditioning. And,
You set your own pace at that point
yeah, but like
and all that kind of
one good
stuff.
thing
And
is
then,
like hanging out with a younger guy, they're gonna push you too. Like I had this little pond next to my house that had like 3 laps. It was a mile, and then like I would do hill sprints in between it, and I would do it at like 15 minutes. But when Tyler started doing it with me, the first time we did it in like 12 minutes. So I cut off 3 minutes of that time just from doing it by myself or somebody else.
That's crazy.
So always the point of that is it's always good to have somebody pushing you with your cardio because you can't put your mind is a bitch, dude.
yeah, it is.
Like it's
Mine is for sure,
dude.
dude.
Mine is, bro.
Yeah.
Golly.
Never ending.
It's never ending. It's always some bullshit just pops
know.
up. What's up with that?
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
My mind is a female, dude. For
Figure
sure.
it out. Takes me automatically.
I know.
It's
Yeah.
like, fuck it.
If you figure
I'd
out how to
appreciate
get
it.
your brain does quit, bro. Just
I have to like tell myself like positive things. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's a lie, dude. You ain't a bitch. Man, don't listen to that.
yeah,
Anyways,
that's good.
but yeah, so they're fighting. So that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I think maybe June, maybe I would like to fight again. I just feel like right now 4-0 with because I'm not trying to brag, dude. This is just facts. I'm the second 45er in Tennessee and like the third in Georgia, ranking wise, in like that tapology.
Yeah,
I don't know how the fuck they do the damn
I don't
rankings, dude.
That's cool.
But 145 is that's a pretty healthy weight class too, because there's a lot of people in it.
Yeah.
So
I feel like my next fight most definitely needs to be for some kind of belt, either in NFC or in
for sure, I would say 4-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be my next fight.
I would say so.
It's only going to get harder from here, boys. It's only getting
It
harder.
is not going to get easier, son.
No, now you're fighting guy. Like this guy that's fighting All or Nothing April 26th, Cameron Williams, he's really good. And Nadeem's really good. Like I fought. Like last time I sparred with Nadeem, like I had a massive black eye. Like he kind of put it on me. So.
How long have we been going, bro?
Hour and 10.
Oh shit. That's fucking fast, dude.
Yeah, it goes quick, bro.
God. Well, like I said, I've been watching y'all's podcast, so I feel like I already knew y'all.
Yeah. Kind of get our vibe down a little bit.
Yeah. It was cool to talk about this kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. We have fun doing it, and we're not good at it. Like,
just normal dudes, bro. We ain't trying
this
to.
podcast
That's
is
all it
normal
is,
dudes,
bro.
man.
we're just normal people trying
I
to.
think just doing it is awesome. Who cares, man? Put it out there one day, maybe just blows
It'd be
up.
cool, man, if it would.
Yeah, y'all should try to get Elijah Carlton. He's from Chattanooga on here. He's a pro grappler.
Oh, really?
So he has a lot of following, so it might help, you know, the podcast.
Yeah. Well, we had Torres Finney on.
I seen that. Yeah, he trained like jiu-jitsu with him.
Yeah.
That Finney dude did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a wrestler too.
Yeah, dude, that's the best base, man, is wrestling, dude.
Yeah.
God, they're just tough, dude.
I know.
Gritty, bro.
It's a different mindset, bro. Because when you're in like, my kid's in middle school, and around here wrestling is everything.
Yeah.
It's as big as football around here. Cleveland high school state champion winners, almost 5 years in a row now. Bradley Central right across the other side of this same street. Cleveland's on this end of the street, and Bradley's on this end of the street. Bradley is 26 state championship winners, so it's huge here in Bradley County, and so there's a lot of people that do it. And my kid was in middle school wrestling, and we're talking about 2.5 hour practices.
Yeah.
6 days a week.
Yes.
Monday through Saturday.
And you're constantly fighting in wrestling. It's not like jiu-jitsu, you can like, all right, I'm going to play guard.
Yeah,
You know,
there's
chill,
none of that.
got my bag. You know,
None
it's
of
just
that.
like you're grinding. You're constantly grinding, dude.
And they're, 50% of their practices is live wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm putting my son, he wants to wrestle, dude. Like he's doing jiu-jitsu
How
right
old's
now.
your-
He's 8.
Okay.
So he wants to wrestle. I'm like, you really want to wrestle, bro? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, dude. You know it's tough. He's like, I don't care. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
It's different.
I'm still drop him off and leave.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hear y'all deal with this, dude.
Yeah.
Y'all deal with this crybaby ass.
Yeah, I know, dude. That's the same way I'd have to do, bro. For real.
Yeah, my son, he cries a lot.
Yeah.
So
My son did too.
he's getting a little better.
The first time I took him to wrestling, he was 4.
Oh yeah.
And he was in there with about a 6-year-old that was just slinging him
Beating the shit
around.
out of him, yeah.
And
He's like, I don't want to do this no more, Dad.
yeah. Well, he didn't say that. He just come back. He was more pissed crying than he was.
Yeah, that's good then.
He's like,
Yeah, I tried to put my son in jiu-jitsu, I think when he was 6, but it was just too soon. So I backed off.
I was wondering about that. I was going to ask you.
Yeah,
I did too.
I didn't want to like force it on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just backed off.
we took him out of. He finished wrestling that season when he was 4, and then he didn't go back until he was like 8.
Yeah, 8. Then they're old enough to like comprehend, and you can tell them like, I understand you don't want to do this right now, but you have to because of these reasons right here. Bam, bam, bam.
It'll make you a better human.
Yeah, and one day you're gonna be like, Dad, thank you for making me do this because somebody's gonna pick on you.
Yeah.
We're dudes, we know that.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna get fucked with.
Yeah.
People are gonna try to take your shit or take
Whatever.
your girl. They're
Yeah.
gonna do something. You got to be able to stand up for yourself. Dude.
Yeah.
So that's what I tell him, and he's finally kind of like, all right, yeah, he's getting it. So.
I got you. And then when the testosterone hits, he'll be real glad he can
Oh,
do
hell
it.
yeah.
dude.
Yeah, be fucking people up.
I know.
This is awesome, Dad.
Yeah.
I'm the alpha.
I'm the alpha in
just
this
kidding.
bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The top dog of this motherfucker. There's
So-
always gonna be somebody better. So
You gonna do your daughter too? Girls wrestling is the biggest.
she don't want to. I already asked.
That's the biggest growing sport in America right now.
Yeah, she's a competitive cheerleader. She don't want anything to do with it.
I figured. I mean, I knew that. We already talked about it.
Yeah.
So
she don't want nothing.
I was saying that to be funny, kind of.
Oh, okay. You're serious. Yeah. I mean, I would, dude. It'd be awesome, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it is that.
I tried to get her to do jiu-jitsu, dude.
It's huge
I was
right
like,
now.
learn how, especially because she's got a mouth. So I was like, you need to like learn how to do something because you're gonna piss somebody off. Dude. You're gonna slap your ass, dude. Like,
Yeah, bro.
You're just a cheerleader right now.
how old is she?
6.
Okay, yeah. Teenage daughters are horrible.
Yeah.
They're rough, dude.
I never had a daughter, but I had a niece that would. She became a complete witch, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like right now, hormones is crazy.
Yeah, dude. She got insane.
I don't know how to handle it. I'm just like, fuck, man. Kaylee, get her.
It's like having another wife at the house or something.
Dude.
Yeah.
My wife, there's like a twin of her. A little evil twin.
And then they don't get along because they're exactly the same. That's why my sister and her daughter were, bro. They could not get along because they were too much alike.
Damn it.
So have y'all watched any of the NFC stuff from Georgia?
I haven't.
Mm-mm.
That's like the biggest promotion in Georgia. They're pretty popular, dude. They're like in Athens this week, and I actually have a buddy named Lee Alcon fighting tonight in Athens, and it's pretty big, dude. They got like Forrest Griffin coming down, like announcing everything, dude.
Really?
Oh, that's cool.
And they got a lot of good fighters down there. There's a lot of good gyms in Atlanta, man. Like ATT Atlanta, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's I don't know, ATT Lima. So like the Lima brothers from Douglas Lima, and then I forget the other dude's name. But
That name sounds familiar.
Well, they fought UFC, and one was like the Bellator champion for a long time, dude. So they got a gym down there.
That's
and they put out like killers, bro.
I'm sure.
Yeah, killers.
And when you got a name like that, people who are killers want to come train at your gym.
Well, Atlanta's huge too, man. So you just got more people. Therefore, if you have more people, you're gonna have better fighters. Yeah, it's just numbers, dude. Mm-hmm. So
it's definitely a numbers game.
Yeah.
Joe, man, we're gonna have to cut this off because we've been going for way too long, and his wife is gonna kill us having to edit this shit. We appreciate you coming up here and coming on for a few minutes, sitting down talking with us. You didn't trash talk Logan too much, which is unfortunate.
Dude, man.
I was hoping for a little bit more though.
Nah, he's a good dude, man.
No, I'm just kidding. But at the end of these things, we always give people a few minutes to
shout out.
Yeah.
Let's shout out first Kingdom Geese, kingdomgeese.com. It's a small gi company, and they have like rash guards and stuff. So if you watch that and you want a decent gi, well, not say decent, a decent price gi, that's and help a small businessman, hit that up. Shout out, I would say Team Octopus, but we've moved. So like it's Pulso Fitness and all my teammates. My homie over here, my twin Joe, I want to shout him out. My buddy Tyler Marson, shout him out. Good luck Lee Alcon tonight. I'm fighting in NFC. And that's it, man.
Cool, man.
Heck yeah.
And all my coaches, shout all my coaches out, man. Yeah, wouldn't be here without them boys.
And your main support system.
And my wife, yeah, that's my main support system. Is that what we're talking about?
We got some people in trouble because they didn't shout their wives out. So
yeah, the main support system, yeah, shout my wife out.
We got to edit that together right, bro.
Yeah, make that look good. Let me say that again. Hold on. Not like shout my wife out. Okay, I love you, babe.
Brittany, make that look good. Okay,
come on, man. That's why I watch our podcast. I was like, I know he does all the editing, so I was like, he's here. He's the main. He's the editing guy. Yeah. That shit sucks, dude.
She's did it once.
Yeah,
she's only did it one time.
No, like you edit, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You edit, so I know that shit sucks.
It's not bad. It's really not that bad.
Yeah,
you get used to it. I've been doing it for 3 or 4 years now.
Yeah,
so. It's bad,
dude. I try to sit down and edit. I'm like, fuck this, man. Like this sucks. Anyways.
Yeah. Like, I didn't clean up the podcast studio until this morning when I got up from the last podcast we had.
Yeah.
And I was struggling to do it this morning. So, editing that shit every week.
Yeah.
If he don't put it out, I'm never like...
Yeah, he don't ever get mad about it.
Bro, fuck put it out, bro.
Yeah. I'm like, you edited it.
Yeah. No, I'm just like, okay, cool, bro. I get it, dude.
Yeah, it's time to
shit happens sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like anything. I guess you get better at it, but it's just what you want to do, man.
It'd be like, go 3 weeks without putting one out. I'm like, dude, we're still recording them.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I like to drink. I like to come over and drink, bro. I don't like fucking edit these things, bro. Start drinking when you edit it. Nah.
I smoke weed when I edit it.
Yeah.
Like that.
Zone out. I heard that, dude.
At the end of these things, we tell everybody we love them. You don't have to.
Who we tell we love?
The fans,
Whoever
Oh,
watching.
hell yeah. We love fans.
We love y'all.
Yeah.
Love y'all.
Love y'all, man. Peace. Nice, dude.